Hey guys, welcome to Don't Start Together Weapons Guide. Recently I noticed only a few people know all about the weapons in Don't Start Together. So I'm going to talk about the weapons, and I will not be talking about one-time use weapons like blow dart. First is spear. It can be used 150 times, but it only does 34 damage, but it is the easiest weapon you can get in the early game. It only takes you some basic stuff. It is good for killing butterflies, beefaloes, and something like that, but not giants. Second is handbat. Handbat is a powerful but cheap weapon. It does a lot of damage, but it can only be used for 10 days. So it's really good for fighting giants. Third is boomerang. It only can be used for 10 times, doesn't deal a lot of damage, although it is a really cheap weapon, but I don't recommend it. But it's really good for farming birds or rabbits, because they will fly away or they could just run away. Weather paint is an extremely powerful weapon, but it can only be used for 15 times. And it is not a cheap weapon, so I don't recommend it. But it can help you to cut trees or even mining rocks. Ice staff doesn't do any damage, but it has frozen effect. It has 20 uses. Well, it's not an expensive weapon, but it's not really useful, so I don't usually use them. But if you want to make one, just do it. Fire staff deals fire damage. It has 20 uses. It's not an expensive weapon, but I don't really recommend it because fire's dangerous. Dark sword is one of the most powerful weapons in the game. It deals a lot of damage. It has 100 uses. Although it drops some sanity, but I highly recommend it. It won't be that expensive weapon if you stay insane. You can use it to kill giants and other powerful monsters. Then is Bad Bat. I know it's a weird name. It doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it restores health for every punches. I don't recommend it because it needs bat wings, which is really hard to get, and you need to keep them fresh. It drops some sanity, but not as much as the Dark Sword. And I don't really need to restore health during the combat, so I don't usually use them. Battle Spear is a powerful weapon that you can get in the early game. It is better than the spear, it deals more damage, it has 200 uses, but you have to use witch free. It is not expensive, but it wastes gold. Tentacle Spike deals 51 damage and 100 uses. You can get it from the tentacles. It is better than a spear or the battle spear, but it might be dangerous to get it. You may get hurt when you're fighting the tentacle. I think the tentacle has 25% chance to drop this weapon. Morningstar is one of the best weapon in this game. It deals 72 damage when it's raining and deals 43 damage when it's dry. It can be equipped for 6 minutes. It's not expensive, but you need to build a lightning gold farm for this. And it provides light when you are fighting. Bat has 150 uses, 59 damage. It's a powerful weapon that can summon little tentacles to help you with fighting. I don't highly recommend it. It's because it is a very expensive weapon, and you have to go down to the cave to make this weapon. But this weapon is really good for fighting giants. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something from this guide. And I may do another weapon guide about blow darts and other stuff. And I will see you next time.